В бонусах там, скорее всего, эти рассказы,
I
энциклопедия.
mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Минус брат.
Not if I can avoid it.
Мне на 5-й эпизод тайтли, точно. Mountain Mama. Take me home.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
Нет, не уничтожим.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Первый раз я, по-моему, его отправил, да?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Звук страшно.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Я, кстати, не уверен, что я смогу...
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
А, да, вспомнил. Не обращайте внимания. Я все испортил своим бубу. Не, борду не буду проходить. Зов волка.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
И пока мисс Кинцо не буду
But if my
проходить.
envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest
Опа.
recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Меня эта шлюха сзади морозит. Не думал, что она была. Криси, спасибо большое.
Vivian makes a very nice.
Рад, что ты подписался. Спасибо.
It's elegant. Really a carpaccio.
Я не буду пить.
Lobster, sirloin. Well, Gramercy me, take a seat at the very least.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends. You're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word. And that relationship's worked till these ends.
Yeah? Well, you can forget all that. It's over with.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Слушай, сука, лоб такой
Well,
здоровый.
Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that.
Ну не можешь, значит ты виноват, правильно? Так полиция работает.
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
А где Тра? Забыл спросить.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm
подожди, это Тра.
already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes after what you did.
Хитру
That's
тогда.
enough.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to...
Надо было ударить, надо было ударить.
However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Get your hands off me!
Ну что, не выебываемся уже?
The fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And
You
then
told me
attempt to
kill him.
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble.
По-моему, в прошлый раз я не согласился. Я вот думаю согласиться в этот раз. Чисто ради того, чтобы посмотреть, что изменится. Ну как, не то, что... Понятно, что ничего не изменится, но посмотреть на развитие диалога. Бери всех. Ну, я же не могу все равно забрать всех.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage?
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Just
are?
get the fuck out of here.
Ебать мышь.
Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him! Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Сука, надо было забирать его. Хотя ничего, наверное, все равно не изменилось бы. Он, наверное, сопротивлялся, и в итоге...
Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Over here. You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was
Ой,
nice
блядь,
to
но Саня, у него нож!
size turned out.
О, ебать! Лох! На! Ну их же не так легко убить, не переживай.
This way.
Вот я себе забыл... Чат, кто проходил и кто знает, я себе забрал этого типа, что произошло?
Shit.
I know.
Ничего, наверное, не поменялось. Я почти уверен. Стоять! Сука. А нахуй они это сделали? Слушай, нельзя было подняться? А, я и так поднимаюсь, я понял. Заметили, все мои раны затянулись в этой форме. Hello, motherfuckers. И за исключением, когда будет выбор, что будет с Джорджи, мы и так видели. Я не помню, кстати, где-то Джорджи бежал. Уже поздно. Я даже не понял, когда у меня был выбор, если честно. А, я понял, там две машины было. Блять, я дважды, походу, проебался.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Я и в прошлый раз этого не заметил.
Keep going.
Интересно, если бы я стоял. Рестарт. Ну, я на самом деле сделал бы рестарт. Ну, хоть ладно, ради бога. Я не могу, или могу? Здесь нет... Рестарт, чат? Ладно, давайте. Надеюсь, там немного я проебу. Это просто ради интереса, я за ними уже бегал.
I know.
Здесь нет выбора. Ну, другие катсцены будут. смешно, если произойдет то же самое. Блять, или ты прыгаешь ты поверху, или ты влево-вправо бегаешь. Вау, да это жестко. Выпор через гигалу. Но отпустить это типа время сколько осталось. На самом деле похуй. Сейчас. Я просто даже не понял, что это лимузин этого. Кидмена. Бля, пацаны, какая-то хуёвая затея была, если честно. Ой, бля. Гигалох. Да не буду я рестарт делать, отстаньте. Так все равно мы пришли сюда. Ой, бля. Player's choice. Ваши выборы влияют на игру. Опа, на заднем плане там, пацаны. Все, вырубаем, у меня хуй встал.
Fuck no. No, no, no. What am I gonna do now?
Он убил ее, да? Ах, блядь.
You're too late, Bigby.
Она могла выжить, да?
She's dead.
Или нет, я не помню. А, ну пизданем его
What
хули.
did you do?
That make you feel better? I'm really not in the mood, Bigby. So why don't you just fuck off?
Start talking, Georgie.
Oh, you think that'll help? I told you I don't want to fucking talk.
Tell me what you did.
Нахуя вставал, непонятно.
You think that'll help? You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron. She killed herself. She did it. Just pulled her ribbon off, right there. Didn't fucking matter what I said. She always did what she wanted. She just... right in front of me.
Why the hell would she do that?
She said she'd had enough. She couldn't live with what she'd done. She's the original Bigby. The girl with the ribbon. Couldn't take it off. Couldn't talk about it. We used hers to make the rest. It started as part of the gimmick, right? Discretion is our guarantee. You know, she came up with that. It was her idea. Whoever thought it would end this way? Fuck.
It was
Ну
her.
понятно, она просто суициднулась бы, если бы я прибежал бы
Why would
раньше.
she want to be involved in this?
It all starts the same way for all of us. We come here to escape, but all we found is even more shit. What were we supposed to do? We needed a way to make a living. Figured this was as good as any. But then everything went to shit. This was just the final fucking straw. She felt responsible for Faith and Lily. What her ribbons did to them. Said she'd rather die on her own terms. For something good. or at least something close to it. So she ended it. Oh, it didn't matter if that left me to deal with this fucking mess. We promised we'd look out for each other. So what the fuck is this? Just leaving me here?
You couldn't stop her? There had to be a way.
No. Look, I know you think it's my fault, that I killed him for some twisted pleasure of mine, but I did what I had to. You don't always get a choice. Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. And then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Some of the girls decided to pull a runner on us. And the crooked man didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that
Это как
means?
будто Telltale говорит.
I do what
Да.
he says, or I'm the one getting dealt with. I had to do it.
У тебя не было, у меня не было
Gave me
выбора.
order. He told me to kill those girls. And then he fucking sold me out. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for that bastard. It's his fucking fault.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Шика. Кишка выпала?
Get up! Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Джорджи запомнит, но ненадолго.
Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer. Ah! Shit, stop! Fucks to stop! At least you're consistent. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make
Нахуя, он такой же преступник.
I know what I did. Let's not draw this out. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I'll send someone for your body. Both of you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Piece of shit.
Металлургический завод Шепарда. Я Шепард, кстати.
Of course.
Эц. Пацаны, вот пойдете на сварщика учиться, получите 4-й разряд. Так же сама сможете двери взломать. А пока только вот смотрите. Так если типа поднимать наковальню руками, конечно, можно давить на ручку. Тупая пизда.
The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Любить попиздеть подругу.
They used to fear you.
Это самое колесо мучений, да?
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Я могу дальше пойти? Не могу, могу только сюда. Тут что? Серебряные пули она делала. Угу. Думаешь, ты меня напугала?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate.
Сейчас третьим сидит.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Сказала, блядь, так, кто несет ствол на драку. На, ебать. Сука. Она стала спарринг-партнером и выебывается еще. Она раскатала меня, пацаны. Не ссыте. Сейчас я... Представьте, что я Коннор, а она Хабиб. Так оно и будет 6 октября. Только сейчас скример будет. Ебать, страшная хуйня. Ну тупо пуси-бой. Пуси-гелл. Подожди, не так не подходит. Ого. Лицо они не страшное сделали, кстати. Бочку. Она не с ножами, она с осколками зеркала. А, их дохуя теперь. Сейчас что-то будет, чат. Эц. Интересно, как она всеми ими управляет сразу? Ладно, шучу, неинтересно. Вы ей шею сломать. Ебать. Ебать. Где ебало? А вот и настоящее. Что, страшно? Нормально так думаю. Сильно хапнул. Очень сильно хапнул. На! Ради этого момента стоит проходить всю игру. Как же это охуенно. Мэри, хуй соси. Она рипнулась.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Чат. Вы знаете, что я хочу сделать.
I didn't kill those women. And I think you know
Я не могу,
all
наверное.
I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
I'm doing this for Faith, because she and Lily died, and someone is gonna answer for that.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them.
Why are we still here?
Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know what?
О, чат. Я его уже убивал в прошлый раз. И сейчас хочу убить, но... Блять, вы так хотите, чтобы его бросили в колодец? Или не бросили в колодец? Сука, так хочется его убить. Он так охуенно его убивает. Но там, наверное, писька станет и придется выключать. Ладно, я его в прошлый раз убивал... Блять. Но в прошлый раз я его действительно убивал, и я был очень счастлив этой концовкой. Она была охуенная.
Actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
У меня есть второй выбор.
You're under arrest.
Выбор. Арестовать его или ударить арестовать.
And your punishment will follow.
Но концовка там, где ты его разъебаешь, здесь такая охуенная, это какая-то хуйня, блядь, для детей. Теперь он точно скрюченный, да.
I know, but we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Я говорю, Снежка, блядь, влияет. Я всегда зеваю, когда Снежка говорит. Всегда, блядь.
Throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily! Where the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed. Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be
Хуйня
allowed to
концовка,
speak.
пацаны.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people?
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
The rest of the charges are more than enough to deserve execution.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
realm.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on with it
But we promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let
not
on?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Даже убивать его перехотелось без такой концовкой, если честно.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to—
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would
Is that true?
Snow?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work.
Я дверь не
Us
хочу
or
убивать.
these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree.
Что за
You were
гостей
working
уебать?
with Crane and the
Нет,
Crooked
чё-то.
Man.
It wasn't
Смотри на
her
это.
fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us.
Как раз никто не
While we can never
перебивает,
get them
удивите
back,
меня.
we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Сука.
I
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
Это не делает меня
For fuck's
убийцей.
sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They
hardly...
were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Я его избил?
That was different.
What?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Кстати, а где Крейн?
You're right, dear. Crane was in charge.
Он умер в этом, что ли? А, он ехал во Францию.
That's enough.
Париж.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Опа-на.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word
Batman
about it
наоборот.
because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think...
А, получается, теперь заклятие
My name
снялось.
is Nerissa.
Заклятие снялось, да, из-за того, что я убила себя.
He
Она была...
ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
Как здесь можно вообще не получить поддержку толпы? Молчать?
Take the word of a
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever
Так я всех бил, кого мог.
afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe there will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't get it. So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Я приму решение.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him
Oh, ебать.
Has to
We
die.
can lock him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Oh my god!
О, ебать. Что, страшно, типы? Ну, хоть что-то в этой концовке есть.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Как был талант, тебя боится, да. Ебать, ходячая челюсть.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
А Колин со мной не разговаривает.
You gonna come see the truck off?
Ладно. А, это же еще не конец, в натуре. Я как бы он играл первый раз на пиратке, все было нормально. Сейчас играю на этом, куча багов.
Hey, Sheriff.
Он прям меня
You
залагал
gonna come
просто
see the
это.
truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Теперь все без работы получается или что? Хули все стоят?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
И что? Да пошла нахуй, Снежка.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Блять. Сука. А, вот как. Сейчас мы еще провожать будем жаба в этот. Я и забыл об этом уже. Или не будем? Ну, вроде будем. Да.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. Forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Да ты же гонишь?
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So...
Look, I'm kind of busy here.
Please.
Sorry, kid.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Пиздец, да, пацаны? Бедный жабик.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin?
Отдыхай.
Where's the fucking pig?
Затяжечку.
Colin gets to stay. That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it.
Жаба обиделся на вас.
Fucking corrupt.
Saying goodbye?
Ты сейчас сразу оживился, быстро так.
Hi.
Ну ты урод, все, что я вижу в чате.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's
Вот он.
about what happened to Faith
Вот.
and
Сейчас
Lily.
будет намек на вторую часть, но...
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction.
People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
No. It doesn't matter what I do. In the end, it's all the same shit it always was.
You're wrong. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faye?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
И вот, чат, где вторая часть, сука? Ну это тупо, я не совсем понял. Я второй раз прошел и не совсем понял, почему это Вера. Почему? Там же где и мелкий жабищ. Потому что ослиная шкура. Она замаскировала заклинание. Несколько тестов над трупом Веры. Ну, типа, она много раз говорила фразами Веры, типа, что это Вера, но она много раз говорила, что Вера как бы умерла, я кинула ей голову, типа, в чем смысл? Видите, 89% людей не убили его сразу, а концовка, когда убиваешь его сразу, в 1000 раз лучше, чем вот это обычное. Да. Полтора процента отказались от подарка Ти-Джея. 1,5% уебанов. Как чат триггернулся сходу. Такой, блядь, что ты делаешь, урод, блядь? Хули ты творишь? И 7,8% сказали, это не имеет значения в конце. Ну, я вам говорю серьезно. Концовка, где ты убиваешь его сразу, блядь, в 1000 раз лучше, чем вот это, блядь, сидишь и, блядь, мусоришь возле колодца. Такая залупа. Так объясните, пожалуйста, за Веру и за Нерису. Можешь показать эту концовку? Ну там, пацаны, могу рассказать. Просто ты берешь и разъебываешь его нахуй прям там, сходу, блядь. Без диалогов. Увидимся, волк. Я банкрот. Вера узнала, что Нериса хочет сдать их с Лили, поэтому поменялись телями с Нерисой с помощью тела, чтобы ее не убил Джорджи. А почему? Как она... Они обе выпили зелье? Зачем его Нериса выпила? Да, они махнулись телами, ибо она распиздела, что она распиздела, и поплатились тем, что умерла за место подруги. Она подмешала. Вы это пишете рандомные, типа ваши домыслы или что? Или серьезно? Она подмешала зелье Нериси. Сейчас будет громко, пацаны. А нет. Официальная статистика. Вы сказали ему, что видели регистрацию. Это правда.
Жаб 75. Я приеду с фермы и дам Тоби по ебалу подарком моего сына. Запомните это в чат, если вы за меня.
Вы ударили. Ты не дал его растерзать. Убили, вы дали ей денег после драка. Вы ставили умирать, предложили ей работу. Żab mладший.